is based in Monterey in California, and if you walk along the coast, you can clearly see a lot of variation in the ocean between sandy areas, rocky areas, kelp patches, for example. And so our objective for the study was to try to understand how this variation or unevenness in habitat would impact both the fishing output of a fishery and the fish population itself. And so for this project, we decided to use abalones, but really our results hold for any species that do not move much and are broadcast spawners, so which means that they release their reproductive cells in the water. And the fisheries we were interested in here are fisheries that use quotas to regulate fishing, which is still how things are done in many fisheries around the world. We found that the effect of uneven habitat really depended on whether the fishery was sustainable or not. If sustainable quotas were used and respected, then an uneven habitat resulted in lower fishery yield and lower abalone abundance. If the fishery was overfished, however, then uneven habitats actually had a positive effect and actually protected the abalone population from extinction. And the magnitude of these effects was then influenced by how much fishers adapted their behavior to the habitat. To get to the results of our paper, we use a special kind of modeling approach called an integral projection model that allows us to represent very fine variation in abalone body size. This was very important for the study because body size determines a lot of important parameters for many invertebrates, like fertility, for example. We thought this question was important because when we have species like abalones that don't move much, their abundance might vary quite a lot within an area that's regulated through a single quota for all fishermen. And so in this study, we showed that the variation actually matters and might impact how many abalones are fished and what the impacts are on their population. This is important because detailed information on the habitat might not be available or really be considered when determining quotas. And this could lead to fishing having a larger impact than we actually intend when determining quotas. The other result that emerged from our model is that fishing behavior, so whether or not fishers are able to target areas of high productivity, also has a large impact on fisheries output and is very difficult to actually control. Our results really highlight the importance of using as small of a spatial unit as possible when defining quotas, especially when talking about these kind of species that are slow-moving and that are broadcast spawners. And so that way you can better predict how productive that particular area is and reduce the uncertainty that comes with an uneven habitat and fishing behavior, which are both really hard to measure and control.